The first card you have, you passed the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a really independent card. It's like extreme independence. It's all about independence, and I think this is how you are, especially when it comes to your work and your money. I think you like working on your own by yourself. I think you like to be making decisions by yourself more than you do working as a team. I don't think you mind working as a team, but I think you prefer being more by yourself. That's what I'm getting. I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this in your readings a lot, actually. A big focus on a business or something you're working on, something like that. I know this is a really sort of a calm, card. It looks a bit calm, with this woman kind of sitting around, or standing around, I should say, in a garden. But I actually think someone might be a little bit jealous of you, actually. And I think you know who this is. And what I'm seeing is I think they're trying to do a similar thing to what you're doing. I think they're trying to do the same kind of work or the same kind of job or business or something. It's similar to what you're doing. And that's why there's this jealousy, there's this competitiveness. And I don't think they're ahead of you. I actually think you're ahead of them. You're further along than they are, or you're more accomplished than they are. It's something like that. They'd like to be where you are. That's what I'm getting. And it feels as if they're sort of on your back in some ways, like you're competing with them and they're kind of on your back. Maybe they're saying things to you. Maybe they're saying things about you. It sort of feels like snapping. It's like they're snapping at your heels, actually, like a little dog. I'm surprised the Fool card isn't here, because it's about a little dog snapping at someone's heels, telling them to stop. So that's what it feels like. It feels like you're trying to move forward, and you have this person behind you kind of snapping at you, trying to hold you back. I've got this image in my head of actually a little dog snapping at your heels. And what that says is you're ahead of them. If someone's snapping at your heels, they're behind you, because your heels are at the back of you. So they're always snapping at you. You're always ahead of them. And if they're busy focusing on you, if they're snapping at you, they're always behind you, because they're too busy focusing on you. I know I'm repeating myself, but don't think about them. Don't even think about them. Don't even look at them. Just keep on looking forwards. Keep on moving forwards. There might also be someone else around this who's kind of running backwards and forwards between you and them. Between the two of you, I think they're running one way and they're talking to you about them and talking to them about you. And you might not realise that. You might just think they're talking to you. So there's a little bit of gossip, talking backwards and forwards. Because, I'm just looking at this falcon that she's holding, and falcons, they fly away from their owners and then they always come back again. So someone's kind of flying backwards and forwards between the two of you with information. So if you're not aware of that's what I'm seeing. Just be a little bit careful of who you're talking to with this gossiper or whatever this is. Only tell very, very important things to people who you trust. That's the message I'm getting there. But they're always going to be behind you, this person who's snapping at you. It's only if they stop snapping at you that they're going to get anywhere, but they're too focused on you. That's kind of what I'm getting. But don't let them bother you. Don't just completely ignore them. All right, so the next card you have, you pass the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, I was getting this feeling in the Nine of Pentacles, and I'm getting a little bit here again. It feels a little bit discontented. It feels like discontent. It's like I'm waiting, I'm a bit impatient, it's not happening yet. I'm waiting, I'm working day after day, I'm going along. I just want to get to the next level and I can't. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. It feels a little bit like that. I can really feel this frustration. And it's coming from you. You're very frustrated. You want to get further along than you are. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And, as a fire sign, I can totally understand that. You want this thing to happen. You want to go ahead with this thing. But look what you have here. You've got the Nine of Pentacles and you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which are both about, financial success and success in general. And under this, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So you're absolutely on the right path. It's all going to happen for you. It's just a matter of when. So don't stress about when it's going to be. It's going to happen at the right time. I'm actually seeing, I'm starting to say a bit more, times and timelines when I see them. I think this is probably going to take off properly for you, probably in the middle of next year. I know that feels a long way away, but, it's not like you're going to be, going along as you are, kind of not really getting very far, and then suddenly there's a spike and everything changes. It's not going to be like that. It's a gradual increase. So as you gradually go up to the next level, you'll see yourself making those changes. You'll see that. And it's going to happen all the way along up until when you get there. And when you reach that new level, that's when you'll be able to shake off a lot of things that you're not happy with right now. You might be in a job that you don't like. You might be doing other things to make money that you don't really want to be doing. And so when you reach that level, you'll be able to move on from that. I think a lot of things are going to go, actually. A lot of things are going to be dropped. And when they are dropped, I'm seeing a lot more time opening up for you as well. So you'll be able to increase the work that you do on this new thing. And then that will bring you up to another level again, because you'll be able to work more on this. So I know this is turning into a work reading, but it happens sometimes. But that's what I'm seeing. Very, very successful, very, very nice reading so far. Okay, so the last card you have, you pass the Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, again, I don't want to say any more about work or business or anything like that. But again, you're on the right path. Whatever you do, don't doubt yourself. This is showing you that you are on the right path. Just know that. Just accept that and just keep on going with the flow. Don't sit there and think, oh no, when's it going to happen? It's going to happen. Just let it happen. Just keep on going doing what you're doing, I should say. I'm also getting this, it feels like blending, like a perfect blend, two things coming together to blend perfectly. Very, very nice. I'm getting a really good feeling around this, actually. If you're in a relationship or if you're just starting to see someone, this is a really special connection, and it's really a powerful connection, which is really perfect for Leos. So if you look at this big orange wheel on this card, red obviously represents passion, and, yellow can represent intellect and, communication as well. So you connect on these two really, really powerful levels, you and this person, this love connection, because red and yellow blending into orange. So you've got these two very, very special, very powerful aspects of your life together, and they blend perfectly to make this beautiful orange. So you've got this amazing blend of passion, communication, and intellect coming together. That's how you connect with them. So, if you haven't met this person yet, and, if you're single and if you're looking for someone, this is what's coming in for you. It's absolutely fantastic. There's a little bit of a warning here. Okay, I'm not sure how to explain this. I'll try my best. It's a bit like game playing. The games aren't coming from your partner. I'm not seeing that. Don't worry about that. They're not playing games. There's someone, it might be an ex of theirs, or it might be someone else, but it's someone who's sort of trying to come between you, but in a bit of a sneaky way. It might be that someone's making subtle, kind of shady comments, very sneaky, very subtle. And I'm seeing a start and then a stop, and then a start and then a stop. So whoever this is, they start up on this kind of sneakiness, these games and all of this kind of thing, and then it dies down for a while, and then it kind of starts to start up again, if that makes sense. So, because I'm just looking at this jackal coming around underneath this wheel, and jackals can be, a bit deceptive. So it might be that, whoever this is, they appear to be very friendly or neutral when you first see them in the beginning. And then it kind of descends into this shadiness. So whoever this is, they're looking in on the two of you. They're feeling a little bit of anger, envy, all of this kind of thing, mixed up things, and they don't like what they're seeing. Just be careful. I don't want to make you feel paranoid, but if this is all resonating with you, and if this is an ex of theirs, if they have an ex who's kind of watching you both, watch out for that, because it feels very waiting in the wings for me. There's someone around them and they want to take over. That's what I'm getting. Because, jackals, as an animal, they like to clean up all the scraps. They like to eat the leftovers that, the other animals leave behind. So, it might be that, they'd like to see you separate so that they can kind of step in and eat the scraps. So I know that's not a very good description, but, that's what I've seen when I'm looking at this jackal. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about. But, everywhere else in this reading so far, there's just so much, success, happiness, all of these fantastic things. And, with every kind of, with any kind of success, unhappiness, you always get, these envious people. It just comes with the territory. It means you're doing something right. So don't worry, you're always going to have these kind of sneaking people around you, like these jackals. But that means you're doing something right. That means you're going to your success. You're heading towards success, I should say. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Four of Wands. Fantastic. I've got to say, this is a fantastic reading so far. It really is. So this is a success. Firstly, it's showing you the success in your work thing. This is a sign. Again, this is 11:11. You're going to get the success. Also, this is about this fantastic love connection. And, obviously everyone knows this can be about marriage. And if you don't want to get married, a lot of people don't want to get married. It can also mean, a permanent or at least a stable, long-lasting relationship. So very, very positive, very nice. There is a little bit of hesitation here. I'm getting a bit of family around this. So what I'm getting is they might introduce you to their family, or it might be you that introduces them. There's a little bit of hesitation because I think there might be some family members who are welcoming, like these two women here, welcoming and waving at us. But there might also be some family members, I'm not sure which side, who might not be so welcoming. Because if you look at this card, there's a bit of a barrier. The wands are here. You can just see, it's just at the bottom of the card. You can see the two people waving, and they're standing up on this kind of a platform. So it's a line. It's like a horizontal line. So there's a little bit of a barrier between us and these women welcoming. So it's like some people are welcoming, like these two women. Other people in the family, whether it's yours or theirs, might not be so welcoming. So there's this tendency to put this barrier between the family members and you or them. So that might take some time to kind of develop a relationship between you and their family, or them and your family. Or there might always be a little bit of a barrier between someone who isn't that greater person. So there's that little thing there. But otherwise, this is a really, really strong connection. And there might be barriers between family members, or between, one of you and family members, but there aren't any barriers between you together, the two of you. So, I don't think anyone or anything's going to stop you from being together. Very, very, very strong connection, super strong connection that I'm seeing here. Beautiful. I just really, really hope this resonates with you. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, the Ten of Swords, yes. Now, it's not as bad as it looks because you have these amazing cards all around this card. Just about every card around this card's positive, so it's not as bad as it looks. It really isn't. And I think this is probably just another message. It's another warning to you, a little warning. I think the message here is just don't keep fighting. Don't bite back at this person who's kind of snapping at you. You know, this is the fight to the death card. So don't fight to the death. Don't fight until you're exhausted like this poor man. I know how difficult it can be for fire signs to just kind of sit there and not say anything when someone's kind of coming at you. But you need to focus. You need to focus on what's ahead of you. You have so many amazing things ahead of you. You need to focus on that, not at this snappy person. Let them focus on you. Don't you focus on them. You focus on you. The Sun card, you have the Sun card here under this, and I'll just talk about this now because that's what you're heading toward. The Sun card for you, it's also about ending this frustration, this plateau of kind of not being able to get to the next level and that kind of frustration that you have around that. Because, if you look at this card, there's a wall behind this child. And he's free and he's happy and he's moving ahead. He's getting to where he wants to go. And that's because he's broken through this wall. That's why he's there. And you're only going to break through this wall. The only way you're going to be able to break through this is if you focus on where you want to go. So if you focus on where you want to go, that's going to get you through this wall. If you don't focus on where you want to go, if you focus on this person, it's going to take you a lot longer to break through that wall, a lot longer. And you're so frustrated with this. You're sitting there like the Seven of Pentacles and you're saying, when's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? So if you're going to focus on this snappy person or this difficult person, you're not going to get there as quickly. So that's another reminder to you. Don't focus on them. Don't fight them. Let it go. Focus on where you're going. And you'll get through that wall. You'll have that breakthrough a lot faster. That's the message there. Okay, so the first card you have in your future is the Six of Swords. Again, move away from this person. This is a very destructive person. Move away any way you can. Move away, block them, do anything you can to get away. I can really see this temptation here. It's like, I want to fight back, I want to fight back. But the best way to fight back is to just move away from them, concentrate on yourself, and just rise above everything. Just rise above absolutely everything that they're doing to you. The other thing here is, I think this person who's around you, this love connection that I'm seeing in the Wheel of Fortune, there's a lot of support here coming from them as well. They're very supportive. They're supportive of, where you're going, and they're supportive of what you want to do. So, what I'm getting is here, I think it's time for you to actually lean on them, because I'm seeing here in the Nine of Pentacles, it's all about independence, and that's all about you. You're very independent. You like to work on your own. You like to do everything by yourself. But what this is saying is, let someone help you. Lean on someone. Because I think this person, this love connection, they're a very, very trustworthy person. There's someone you can lean on. There's someone that's going to lead you into the right direction, like this man steering this woman. So you need to be able to lean on them. You can't do everything yourself. So I think it's time for you to kind of, let some things go. Let this person help you. They're an amazing support to you. They want to help you. They want to help you to get you to where you want to go. They really, really do. So yeah, lean on them. Don't do everything yourself. All right. So the next card you have in your future is the Queen of Cups. Beautiful card. Very, very sensitive card. Very delicate card. Beautiful queen. Okay. So I'm just seeing this. I don't know who I don't know who this is for, but okay, I'm just going to say this. I'm seeing someone they're far away from you, and obviously this is a woman. I think this might be a relative. It's someone who's in a caring role. Might be a mother, might be an aunt, might be a grandmother. There's a lot of disappointment around them, and I think there was someone who was really really close to them. I'm seeing another family member here, so it might be their daughter or their son, someone who was very very close. Um, Whoever this is, they really really disappointed this woman. They really disappointed her. They really hurt this woman. She's very 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 hurt. She's very upset. Now, if you know what this is about, if you know who this is, please, please try to reach out to them. They'd love to hear from you. They'd love to hear some comforting words. Or, they'd love just to have someone to listen to them. They'd love to just talk and have someone listen. They'd love to let it all out. They're not saying anything right now. They're keeping everything to themselves. Because this queen's holding this cup. She's looking at this cup. But there's a lid on the cup. So she's keeping this lid on her emotions. So it's like all these emotions are kind of bubbling out of this person, out of this woman, and she can't say anything. And I think you're the one that she wants to talk to. That's what I'm getting. So please reach out to them if this is for you. There's a lot of family discord around this. There might be a reason why. You might know this is happening. You might be hesitating. A lot of family problems and a lot of past family problems. But if you do want to help this woman, please reach out and please talk to this woman if you know who that is. Okay, so that leads me to this card, which is the Judgment card. So, and I think this has something to do with the Queen of Cups, because I am seeing a lot of things being opened up, laid bare. Excuse me, these people are naked in this card. They're opening up their boxes. They're kind of being exposed. So it might feel to you that if you speak to this woman, if you speak to her, she might remind you of a lot of old memories you might not be happy to revisit. I think there might be some things that in your family that have really hurt you. You might have put a box on them, you might have put a lid on them, and now by talking to this woman, it might open up. It might not even be what she says. It might just be that it reminds you of things, it opens up your memory, it opens up a lot of old feelings. So you might be hesitant because of that, but because I think a part of you wants to do this. I think a part of you wants to help her, but you're kind of protecting yourself in a way. But if you can bring it in yourself, if you can bring yourself to calling this person, to contacting this person, I think it'd be a really, really, really good thing to do, even though it might be difficult for you.